COVID-19, it has tested all our beliefs of business continuity plans, of our being ready for different eventualities, and how are we going to make sure that we service our customers' patient needs in times of such extreme crisis. I'm sure that at some point this will be over, but by that time we would have learned how to make use of digital access to our patients, to our customers. We would have learned how to make sure that we are able to work with much greater efficiencies, much lesser resources, and most important, we all have recognized the importance of what we stand for in innovation and access. At the end of the day, these two, innovation and access, are going to be the most important cornerstone of how the industry, the pharmaceutical industry, will be seen in the eyes of the world. We have to make sure that we continue our focus on these two areas, to keep coming up with ideas to benefit the mankind, to be able to make sure that we are able to be ready for any such crisis next time and be much quicker in our responses. I'm positive that at the end of the day, our industry will come up with answers, whether in the form of vaccines or treatments for the COVID-19 treatments, as well as for other crises that may happen in future. We will also see a very new normal coming up. We will learn that it is possible to distinguish between what is necessary and what's a luxury. We will see how we will be able to reach out to all our patients, all our doctors, all our customers in different, in more innovative and much more efficient ways. And I'm sure that the things we are doing now, many of them are going to stay with us even once this crisis is over.
Hello everyone, I'm here to talk about my experience on COVID. COVID has really taught us the importance of healthcare in the whole world. Healthcare has resulted in the whole world economy going on its knees. I'm hoping that this impact of healthcare will make most countries, especially developing in India, to look at healthcare a different lens and invest for the future. Second, I'm very blessed that we're all working in the healthcare industry. Compared to most industries, we have business as usual, essential, continue to service their patients and generate employment. Thirdly, COVID has really told that people think very creatively when the situations arise to make them think creatively. The learning is, going forward, once it's settled down, it will be worthwhile to create a crisis situation once in a while to make our team think very differently and out of the box. For me, this has been a huge learning of new way of working. Thank you.
Let me start with how we are managing work from home. I am going to talk about three important things. One is employees' health and safety. Second is about our customers and also the patients. And the third is about leadership during the crisis. Times like this, what is important is to take care of your employees' physical, emotional and mental well-being. We are in constant touch with your office and also the field team managers, checking on their health and also giving them the moral support. We have been organizing a lot of training programs. In addition to that, we have organized a lot of motivational training programs like how to manage the stress during the lockdown period, not only for the employees and also for the families, which was very well appreciated. In the coming days, we are also organizing meditation and yoga program for the entire field team. The second part, coming to the customers and also the patient, we have been in touch with the customers through webinars for the continuous medical education, and also we are ensuring regular supply of medicines for our patients on all the channels. Coming to the third part, leadership during the crisis, is to define the reality, give them hope and also give them the clear direction. We are already started remote selling for the field team and also again on the preparing them on the digital skills which are really going to help them for the new normal which I'm talking about. And you all know that new normal is going to be completely different in terms of different changing consumer behavior, industry dynamism and regulatory changes. We are preparing that field team for the future. Thank you.
I feel you will agree with me that we are passing through with a very tough and challenging time. $1 million question is in front of us: how pharma industry will evolve in response to the COVID-19 crisis. To deal with, I feel that there are two things are very important. Number one, what is our current situation? And what is our expertise to deal with this kind of a situation. Current situation is that in this subcontinent, near about 180 crore people live. Subcontinent means I am including in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. Now, this 180 crore population is near about 21 to 22% of a global population. Currently, with the latest figure, we have near about 30,000 patients. Those are suffering with the COVID-19, with near about 1,000 deaths. If we look into and compare with US, with the grace of God, we are a better place, right? We are able to control. The another point of discussion may be the number of tests we are doing is less. Yes, maybe, but at the same time is that the total number of tests done and the patient identified for COVID, that percentage is also is very less as compared to the rest of the country. So currently we are not that badly impacted as the rest part of the world is impacted. Now, another very important thing is, do we have expertise to deal with this kind of a situation? I personally believe that we always perform in a difficult situation. We always perform and do well. Why I'm saying you this? Because we can keep 2002 recession in front of us, and we did well. We have posted a growth of almost as 5.5%, which may be a normal situation growth, maybe of near about 7 to 8%. And I feel this post-COVID crisis, post-COVID-19, India will emerge as a stronger player in the world pharma market, whether it is related to the domestic operation, manufacturing, or export of the pharma goods. I'm pretty sure for that. Thank you.
Hi, this is Anandram Narasimhan. I'm the Managing Director and General Manager for Merck Specialties Private Limited in India, which is the healthcare arm of Merck KGaA. So in this crisis, what are the two big learnings for me? It's always been emphasized that two things that are extremely important. One is communication and the other one is listening. But I think during this particular period, it gets even more emphasized how important is communication. So communication is never enough. Keep communicating, keep communicating, keep communicating. And the second one is keep your ears and your antenna up to listen to what's happening. It's not only just about from downwards, but also externally what's happening. Keep listening. The number two is, what are the opportunities for pharma? For pharma in general, I think the bigger opportunity will be the focus on healthcare is going to increase post this particular epidemic. So healthcare infrastructure, healthcare spending, we will see the focus to be shifting. And the other opportunity for research-based pharma is around investment in innovation and research. I think here this is a great time for us as a group of member companies, to come together and work with the government, work with stakeholders, and help increase investment in research and innovation. Thank you.
As they say, there's always a silver lining to every cloud. And I think there are two silver linings that I can see now. Number one is just the elevated level of hygiene and personal hygiene that we have in India. The level of cleanliness, the perspectives that people have in making sure that not only them but the environmental is clean too, which is going to improve and reduce the infection rate in our country. This we really need to make sure we keep on harping on and educating and encouraging, and we don't lose this opportunity. Second is just the use of technology with the new ways on which the entire healthcare system, the patients, the physicians, the chemists, each and everyone responsible is used to working virtually, and with this we can make sure that the last patient in the most remote village in India now can get healthcare in India, and I think that's going to be a huge win that we can continuously develop and work on.
COVID-19 has given us unprecedented, very difficult time when it comes to government, citizen, and even pharmaceutical industry. For us, there are two clear priorities. A, safety and security of our employees, and B, continuity of our medications. But in addition to these kind of a crisis, it has also thrown opportunities for all of us to work much more easily and embrace the technology, the digital technology, if not a decade in advance, at least half a decade in advance, And today, despite being at a social distance, we are connected to each other to support and see how do we relieve the burden of this COVID-19 on overall population as well as to the pharmaceutical industry.
Our approach to managing the situation has been underpinned on three basic pillars. First and foremost has been how we are taking care of our employee, the well-being of our employees, absolutely critical. Secondly has been access to our medicines and how we've been working through our business continuity plans. Finally, it's been around what we can do as an organization to contribute back to the community that we are living in. As we think of coming back, we are all very clear that it's not going to be the same straight road as we thought before. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. The new normal is going to look very different from the normal of the past. And in the future, there are going to be new things that are going to come into play. I mean, there are going to be more collaboration. People are going to work with each other. Companies are going to have to work with each other, like you see GSK and Sanofi working together on a vaccine solution. You'll see more of that. And hopefully, as we work through this, we will see normalcy kind of returning back.
Hello everybody, I hope you're keeping isolated and safe at home. The last few weeks have been very tough for all of us, being in lockdown at home. As part of the pharmaceutical industry, I look at this as three opportunities for us. One is to utilize our combined research and development budget to find a cure for the coronavirus over the next few months. And hopefully there will be a cure which will come. The second one is an opportunity for us to utilize the digital medium. We've all become very digital with online learning. We want to utilize this to interact with not only our employees, engage them, as well as to interact with the healthcare professionals. Last but not the least, the most important is our responsibility to ensure that we continuously supply our medicines which are critical for the patients for their treatment. Now, being in lockdown is not easy for any of us. It's important that you spend time and take this as an opportunity to spend time with your family, converse with them, rediscover the art of conversation, and make sure that you also work on your physical fitness. So wish you all the best and make sure that you utilize this lockdown in the best possible manner. Thank you.
Hello everybody. What a great job OPPI management is doing getting us together like this. My name is Ajit Singh and I'm the chairman of ACG Associated Capsules, a very long time OPPI member. A great opportunity for all of us is in the area of nutraceuticals and dietary supplements. Their demand is going to boom because they give us the immunity we now essentially require. ACG was up within 2 days of being locked down. If you want to know how we did this, I'll be glad to share. We make products which are essential for the pharma industry: empty capsules, barrier packaging film, pharma machinery, and essential spares. So we had to keep the supply lines going. ACG has great leadership drawn from around the world, led by Mr. Singh, who joined us from the Harvard Business School. I'm happy working at home. I read my files and books pending for a long time. I join my team on Zoom and Skype. I clean out my cupboards, and my wife and I have even been able to get into our kitchen to do some experimental cooking, which my cook, had he been here, would have never allowed us to do. So stay at home, stay happy, stay well, and God bless.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Nishit Desai. I am the founder of Nishit Desai Associate, a go-to law firm for international companies to come to India and operate, and we are very active in the pharma healthcare sector. One of the things that we have done as far as COVID is concerned to work from home, and we always had all the technologies in place, and therefore we had all the security systems and stuff like that, so people could work out of anywhere on the laptops, but no information can leak. And that we had unified communication system of Cisco, which has really helped us to build. And even not during the lockdown period, but even after lockdown, we'll be continuing to be virtual. 80% from home, 20% from the office or physical places, number one. I think so we'll continue to evolve into virtual organization. Second part is that as far as the pharma industry is concerned, it can learn a lot and it can use new technologies such as drones, telemedicine, IoT, AR, VR, to educate patients and the doctors, and so on and so forth, including 3D printing for printing medicines and stuff like that. I think those are the kind of things we should be adopting now. And finally, I would say that we should not ignore the warnings of scientists when they say some kind of pandemic or some kind of situation is going to come up in the future. We should start developing vaccines at that point of time. Like this pandemic was predicted sometime in 2004, but we ignored those warnings and we would not have been in this situation.